what's up? I'm up here on the Upper Sac today. I'm doing the 5 River Challenge with my buddies. I got a 4-man team. Today's gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna be moving quick. I won't have the big camera, but we basically have to catch a fish in 5 rivers. The Upper Sac, we're gonna hit the McCloud, the Pit, the Hat, and then the Lower Sac from a drift boat. So basically we have to catch 1 fish on each river, but we get a point for each fish, and we're gonna have a good time. So follow along. In previous years, we were measuring the size of fish. We took a picture with a tape on them, and we found that was a little too stressful for the fish. So this year we're just counting numbers. And then on the Lower Sac, we're going to count inches. We're looking for big fish down there. Gotta force myself to slow down here. I'm nervous. So I just lost my Pat's rubber legs, snagged up on it, on the bottom with it. Switched up to a Duracell on the point, and I got a blowtorch up on the dropper. Also shortened my tippet because it was way too long. Now I'm pretty dialed. Jeez, so snaggy. See the wood there now. Losing whatever that's attached to. Oh, I didn't lose it. That's amazing. Picked up a case caddis though. I think it's kind of hard to emphasize the amount of adrenaline that's going through my veins, knowing that I need to catch fish and move on to the next river. The Upper Sac's more of a quality fish game, and so we want to just get our fish off this river and move on to something else that'll have more numbers. I'm trying to not let that get in my head. Slow myself down and catch some fish here. Ah, there's one. Yes. Sweet. That one will count. All right, cool. Flip the blowtorch. Sweet. All right. We can move on. We're meeting back at the truck in about 10 minutes.
You catch a good one? Yeah. I got him. I had the weirdest circumstance. So I got him, and then he came off, and then like I felt it let go, and I started stripping in,
Yeah.
and I felt him again, and apparently I hooked him. And then I caught some other fisher's, other angler's
rig.
line.
Suck.
Apparently
That's
he
petty.
hit the fly. So I got him, he got off, but on the way out, it caught the other line. That's weird.
That is weird.
Oh, looks like they're still here. Oh no, looks like they're on the road though. They go back in the car. Come on. And we're further up than them.
We get first dibs.
What? Oh, suckers. Oh, I love it.
Can you go?
Those
I don't know if this needs to come out or not.
Hopefully he's paying attention to getting source material. However, I know.
So
That one's rough.
So this is basically a small lake right here. The dam is like 50 yards down the trail, and then there's a creek below that.
It's
So
also kind of funny.
choose your
like,
poison, I guess. So in years past, this hole would just be super productive for me. I mean, I would just rip fish out left and right, but not this year. Give it a go.
Going down?
Yeah. Again, my head was totally focused on the fishing and not really on the filmmaking. So just a reminder, I was fishing a dry dropper here. I had an atomic ant up on the top and a shot back size 20 down up on the dropper. Frustratingly, have not gotten any meat yet. Oh, it's a beautiful drift right there around all these rocks. Man. Crazy hatch going on. Don't see anybody rising for them. This is getting frustrating. Okay, we gotta pivot somehow. I'm gonna go find the guys, regroup, make a plan. How about you?
There's a bunch rising up here.
Really?
Yeah. I think we might have scared them away, honestly.
You did?
Yeah.
There's another point over there I'll go out to.
But I've seen probably 15, 16 rise.
I can't hear him. Can't hear you. Hey?
But yeah, they were all over this area.
Okay, I'm gonna go. There's a point to the left. I'll be over there.
Probably good.
Okay. I got nothing. And I told Tyler I was coming back up. Tying on here a trout fly's corn-fed midge. As my stomach is growling, I'm thinking, man, I wonder if these fish are just as hungry as I am. Money cast. Well, that's the struggle. Do we waste time moving, or do we waste time trying to get these fish? Have you tried a terrestrial yet? Like a beetle or a hopper or something. I'm gonna try an ant. I don't know, there's some rising to your right, and there's some rising to my left. I can go back to my left side. I'm gonna try putting an ant on because they don't like my midge. I think he's trying to elk hair.
Now I'm like, I got
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna cast over your head. Oh, I landed right on his head. Come on, you want to be an anteater? These fish are scumbags. Real a-holes. Oh. Do you have an eat?
Yep.
Oh, he had an eat.
What do you mean?
Don't talk to me though.
On a dry?
Yeah.
Dry dropper.
Do you know which one it took?
I don't. I heard it. I looked over at you.
All right, I didn't get it on film, but up on the McCloud, we got one from a dry fly. I got it on an atomic ant, little brook trout. It took us a little while to figure that out. The fish were rising and we couldn't get them to eat. So now we're here on the pit 3. And I think we're ahead of the other teams in terms of getting out here on the water. But yeah, I'm excited about this. That looks like good water. I'm going to start right here and then we'll upstream. That was a fish. Can't see my cider very well. Slow myself down. There's one. Fish number 1 in the Pit River. Alright, that's good. Got one.
You got one?
Just one. Nice. Don't blow up my rig, please. Come up for the Frenchie. And, looks like I've been tangled for a while here, so that's probably why I'm not catching fish. Let's fix that and go from there. Okay, I'll be rigged. Got the tangle fixed. And it just occurred to me when I just fell in, all my batteries got wet. So that sucks. Got them out of their wet bag and spread them out, so hopefully that'll be enough. Deeper. Oh, what the heck? That was weird. It's like he ate the Frenchie and then got foul hooked. Alright, so the split shot just was kind of getting in the way. So I put a heavy Pat's rubber legs on the point, and then I got the Frenchie still up on the dropper because the fish seemed to be enjoying that fly. Decent-ish fish. Nice. Ooh, he took the Pat's rubber legs. That's cool. There we go. Oh yeah. Frenchie fish, number 6. Drift. I think for this last section I might throw an Indy on. Not bad for a first cast. Ooh, that was definitely a fish. I saw him flash. Dang it, it's too easy messing around. Try again. Maybe he'll come back for it. Oh, that was a fish. All right, we're moved on. We're on Powerhouse Riffle Creek, baby. I'm fishing a French SL Duradart. Just kidding. Aaron can't handle my Eurofly names. I think there's a dead fish in the water right here.
Get it. Cut it.
It's on the bottom.
I shit you not. When I was here that day, there was quite a few floaters. There was one this big. Dude, that fish. Don't even tell.
They didn't say it had to be breathing. Well, I'm a little too deep. Alright, I'm gonna take the blowtorch off, put something smaller on. So apparently I know how to tangle really well. Put an olive dinger on the point, and then I've got the super secret special orange perdigon that my buddy Matt gave me. Not showing you that because it's a gift from him. Oh, that was a fish. I was picking my nose, literally. Beautiful.
Just like your mom.
You've never seen my mom.
You guys want to stay here? Keep going. Let's go for a few more minutes here. Okay.
I concur. Yeah. Be right here. Got a little one. It's a little brown trout. Sweet. Okay. That was one. A weirdo one. Little babies. Really? I don't see anything. I think you're lying. I think you have guilt for misleading me. Wow, caddis going nuts. Come on, bobber.
Oh, that's why I got shit on.
Watch your mouth, Sonny. Canada goose. Oh, I think I just saw a fish dart around. I don't like this run. It hurts my feelings. I'm gonna go follow Corey. into the dark side. This is a lot different. Last time there was a lot higher water. So we had some extra time. We're doing pretty well. So we actually came back to the pit, much lower down river. So we're gonna see how we can do here. See if we can get some extra points. Lost my balance. Blowtorch on the point, Duracell up on the dropper, and I've got some pretty big split shot on because this current's ripping. Wind go away. That'd be fine. It's huge! Alright, here it comes. Oh! Oh! Try to... Oh. I'm counting it. It was in your net.
Dude, that was a hog.
That was a big fish.
I missed the take over there.
That's alright.
Holy shit, sorry.
No, it was in your net and came out. Dude, thanks for your help.
Freak, he was huge.
All right, they're in here. That's got my heart pumping. Yeah, good job. Look at that. My monitor rig just broke off. Okay. So that was totally weird. My leader broke in half. I don't have a spare, so basically I tied on some heavy 3X on the end there, and I was gonna do streamers, but my streamer cup is missing, so I think I may have lost that when I fell in. Well, that's less than ideal. Leader's now about like 15 feet, so definitely have got them then. Cast this fly line out there.
Of course, you probably wouldn't believe it, but the battery died right as I netted a spotted bass. Yes, sir. Found some bass in this here river.
So I was not expecting to catch bass here. I think these are striped bass, or maybe they're smallmouth. I thought the eyes looked red, but I might be doubting myself. See if I can catch another one. You guys can let me know. The camera died literally as I get back to the net.
As was confirmed by somebody who knows more about bass than I do, these are spotted bass.
The bass were right in front of this rock. I'm mad I lost my streamers though. Hopefully it's in the truck, but I think they fell out. There's a cup. There we go. Bass number 3, maybe? Yep. Whoa! They fight pretty hard.
Dude, I'm putting a streamer on that.
Oh, geez, he's...
Think it'll go for a scoping?
Yeah? This is like my PB bass of all time here.
Whoa, crazy.
Cool. Got it.
In that flat up there, straight towards the island, there's the sort of the island over the left.
As was planned, we finished up the evening floating down the lower Sac through Redding. My focus hasn't really changed much, as I was still wholly keyed in on the fishing and not on the filmmaking, so I didn't record the one fish the whole boat caught. I got it on an egg pattern. It was a nice fish, maybe 17, 18 inches, but that was the only fish the entire boat got from the entire night. It was Tyler's first time on a drift boat, and he hooked into a really nice fish, but unfortunately the fish won this evening. It was still a fun fight, regardless. But as the sun sets and the sky turns sort of a peach cream color, I just want to recap what the day was like. Obviously, fishing for a competition is very different than a normal day of fishing. When you're competing, it really exposes some of your inefficiencies. Things like tying on flies, or re-rigging from a tangle, or just simply walking down the river. You have to really use every minute efficiently, and when you compete, that really exposes some of the things you do poorly. I think overall our strategies were pretty sound. We on the upper Sac just try to catch our fish and then move on, and then on the McCloud, we couldn't fish some of the better parts of the water down below the reservoir, so we were up in the skinny water up at the top, and the fishing just was really quiet. So we just got the first fish we caught and ran on that case. But we were kind of predicting that the pit would be the money river, and it was. Fortunately, on the pit, that was a section I had never fished before, so it was really challenging wading. It was basically a boulder field with no bank, and you just sort of had to climb over them and get in there. And as you saw, I fell in, got my batteries all wet. Luckily, that's all okay. But I know we were kind of picking that spot because it was close to the road, and we didn't want to have to hike too far to get down to the water. So, on retrospect, I wish we had picked a different spot on the pit. Moving on to Hat Creek, we fished the Powerhouse Riffle, which is generally a pretty solid place to go fish. We caught several, but they were all really tiny. I personally wish we had fished down below Highway 299, kind of the lower sections of the wild trout section, but alas, I think either way, the fishing would have been, fairly similar. We were midday, the worst time of the day, so we kind of took our fish where we could and we left. So we had some extra time and we were heading down the highway, so we hit pit 7 again, and this was a section we had fished earlier in the season where the water was much higher, much colder, and the fish were in much more water. So this time we were kind of thinking we would just sort of pick fish out like it was no big deal, but that turned to be a challenge as well. The bass were totally a fun surprise, and that was exciting. But we landed some nice fish, and we put some more points on the board before we moved down to the lower Sac and got in the boat. As night was descending upon us, the other team caught us in their boat. We sort of set anchor and sort of recapped the day together, and had some beers. It was a really nice way to sort of end the night and chit-chat with the other team. We didn't get to see very much, but in the end, we got our butts kicked. My team caught 29 fish, and the other team, believe it or not, they caught 69 fish. They weren't even joking. And just to throw a little jab at my team, of those 29 fish we caught, 21 of them were mine. So yes, my back was hurting from carrying everybody. Until next time, everybody, Godspeed.
Okay,